Good afternoon and God bless. Vision of the Sun. Epstein visited Clinton White House multiple times in the 1990s. Bill Clinton attempts to distance himself from convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein has taken yet another blow after a Daily Beast investigation reveals that the financier, who came highly recommended by Lynn Forrester de Rothschild, visited the Clinton White House multiple times. As early as 1993, records show Epstein donated $10,000 to the White House Historical Association and attended a donors reception hosted by Bill and Hillary Clinton. Around the same time, according to a source familiar with the connection, Epstein visited presidential aide Mark Middleton several times at the White House. 2 years later, businesswoman Lynn Forrester de Rothschild wrote a personal letter to Clinton thanking him for their talk about the financier. Daily Beast. On July 8th, the former president sought to distance himself from Epstein, claiming that the two crossed paths just 6 times beginning in 2002. 4 flights on the billionaire's private jet, a single trip to his Harlem office, and 1 brief visit to his New York apartment, all with staff and security detail in tow, per the Beast. President Clinton knows nothing about the terrible crimes Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty to in Florida some years ago, or those with which he had been recently charged in New York. Clinton spokesperson Angel Urena told the Beast, any suggestions to the contrary is both factually inaccurate and irresponsible. Clinton's denial flies in the face of flight logs from Epstein's now sold Lolita Express 727 jet at least 26 times. There's a picture of the jet right there. When the president released his initial statement on Epstein, he did not explain the multiple other trips he appears to have on a financier's plane, including 1 flight to Westchester with Epstein, his alleged Madam Julian Maxwell, and an unnamed female. Daily Beast. According to the Beast, Clinton also failed to mention the intimate 1995 fundraising dinner at the Palm Beach home of Reliant mogul Ronald Perelman, where Clinton hobnobbed with the likes of Epstein, Don Johnson, and Jimmy Buffett. Nearby at Epstein's own Palm Beach mansion, the money man allegedly abused hundreds of underage girls. While Politico claimed in a piece last week that the Clintons and Epstein connected through Epstein's longtime counterfeit and alleged procure of young women, Julian Maxwell, after Clinton left office, documents in the Clinton library attest to much earlier links. In late September of '93, Bill and Hillary hosted a reception for supporters who had contributed to the recent White House renovation, the nearly 400,000 overhaul, which included new gold draperies and a 13-color woven rug for the Oval Office, was funded entirely by donations to the White House Historical Association, a private organization that helps preserve and promote the White House as a historical monument. The reception took place at the White House residence from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., according to a copy of President's daily schedule. White House Social Security and stock, who appeared in Epstein's little black book of phone numbers, was listed as the point of contact. According to multiple attendees, the evening included an intimate tour of the newly refurbished residence, followed by receiving line with the president and first lady. Dessert was served in the East Room, where the couple thanked everyone for attending and announced the Committee for the Preservation of the White House. Guests for the event, according to the invitation list, included the journalist and philanthropist Barbara Goldsman, heiress Jane Iglehurd, political consultant Cynthia Fryman, and Mr. Jeffrey Epstein and Miss Galini Maxwell. Epstein and Maxwell did not appear on the regret list, and there is a letter A next to both for their names, indicating they plan to attend. A press release of the event put out by Hillary Clinton's office lists Epstein as the White House Historical Associate Donor. Daily Beast. And there's proof right there, the list. Meanwhile, Clinton's college friend A. Paul Prosper visited Epstein at least 20 times while he was in the Palm Beach County Jail after pleading guilty to procuring an underage prostitute in 2008. Prosperi was also president of the 1995 parliamentary fundraiser, which both Clinton and Epstein were present. There's pictures of them right there. Another Clinton connection with Epstein comes through the White House aide Mark E. Middleton, a friend of Clinton's from his beginnings in Arkansas, who joined the administration in '93, a special assistant to Chief of Staff Mark McClarty. Another Arkansas insider, per the piece, Middleton will rise to the level of deputy to the counselor in '94. Over the same period, a source with knowledge of the situation told Daily Beast Middleton met with Epstein in the White House at least 3 times. It is unclear what they discussed or for how long. Middleton did not respond to repeated calls and emails for comment or to a reporter who visited his home in Arkansas. Middleton and Epstein also appeared to have shared a famous friend in common, Donald Trump, who once called Epstein a terrific guy, sent Middleton a signed copy of his book, The Art of the Deal, while the lawyer was working in the White House. The inscription read to Mark, "Best wishes, your mom is the best." Hobnobbing with businessmen like Epstein and Trump were part and parcel of Middleton's White House job, according to a '99 report from the House Committee on Government Reform. In the course of his duties, Middleton was in contact with many prominent business people and contributors to the president, the report stated, but it has got the lawyer in trouble with the administration once he left. Daily Beast. Rothschild letter, 1995. Lynn Forrester, the Rothschild writes, "Mr. President, it was a pleasure to see you recently at Senator Kennedy's house. There was too much to discuss and too little time. Using my 15 seconds of access to discuss Jeffrey Epstein and currency stabilization, I neglected to talk to you about a topic near and dear to my heart, namely affirmative action and the future." And here's a letter that proves it. Of note, former Jeffrey attorney and pal Alan de Swartz previously said that Forster de Rothschild introduced him to Epstein at a party at Martha Vineyard for Lord Rothschild in the summer of 1996. "He is feisty. He was utterly politically incorrect," said Joe Schwartz in a recent interview with New York Magazine. "He was interested to be with He was also sexually molesting underage girls. I'll leave the link in the article. I just wanted to read that whole. I'm not gonna read every article I upload, but this one I wanted to, because Clinton just everybody wants to deny that they knew this man, and usually in that type of position they all know what each other do, like even low scumbag level stuff. But anyway, we need to pray for our country that hopefully Trump can do something if he gets elected again next year and continue to lead for another 4 years. We really need that right now because we have people like this guy that was leading our nation while a female was performing oral sex on him in the Oval Office. Imagine that happened to Trump. They would have went crazy with that. They would have really tried to bury him with it. But we don't have no case of that. He's actually trying to do something. I'm not saying that Clinton never did anything, but he let the corruption erode him. He got corroded by the corruption. Anyway, I have two daughters, and I wouldn't imagine this to happen to anybody. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. On my worst enemy, I wouldn't wish this upon. But on that note, good afternoon and God bless. Vision of the Sun, signing off.